I've heard, and this is why I invited the Prez, El Presidente.
Cairo's got that biggest smile I've ever seen.
This is much more exciting for me than the Conor McGregor fight.
Yeah, I've heard that you guys have been negotiating and trying to talk. You've been talking James, talking about James, how do I put this? Bit of a pugilist in his day, but much maligned on the field because he didn't actually throw a punch in the Canada game.
No,
but one tough bastard, I know that. I wouldn't want to fight him. But you're chatting to him about possibly some deal in the EFC. Can you expand on that, or?
Yeah, I mean, our job, so to say, at EFC is to put on fights that people want to watch and to showcase the best MMA athletes that Africa and the world has. And if you talk about athleticism and talent and fighting skill, I mean, James, you've got it all, and star power, you know. So from an EFC point of view,
Jeez, we're not going to get his head out of the door. Do you want to
I know.
Jeez, I've never been complimented so many times so quickly.
And maybe I should do this. I shouldn't have done this before we decided on the purse. We should have done this afterwards. But yeah, I mean,
thank you.
We obviously we're trying to get James to fight at EFC. He's got an amazing background as an athlete, obviously as a springbok and in rugby.
And that's no disrespect to the athletes in the EFC because. I think. Can you talk me through how someone like James, because he is a tough customer, but it takes more than toughness to fight.
Yeah, I mean he's been doing boxing his whole life. He's been doing jiu-jitsu for many years. Your purple belt, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Which is higher level than most MMA athletes in EFC, to be frank. So he's got all the skills in the world. You know he's got BMT. You know he knows how to get down and train for competition, and you know he's competitive.
Well, I mean, sorry, Kevin. I have to say this from the outset. It's not disrespecting anybody because MMA is certainly not rugby, and the respect I have for the MMA fighters is enormous. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. That octagon, that confined space. The actual training, knowing you're going to get hit equally as hard as you're going to get hit. The crowds, the warm lights on top of you. It's quite a daunting experience. So, I'm not doing this.
It's a gladiatorial
because I was a good rugby player. Therefore, I can do this. So I'm quite humble in terms.
Unlike
of
a guy we know called James Haskell.
Yeah, there we go.
Who got kicked off?
Didn't Mark teased me. I called him Haskell.
You can call him anything you want, but why don't you call him out? I mean, surely you could beat Haskell.
Well, I mean, I see that he's quite a celebrity, and he's punting himself as being a MMA fighter now.
Full disclosure.
I think only time will tell. So if we're going to have a celebrity bout, then let's have a chat. Haskell, if you're listening, let's start the negotiations.
And I have to say, I like James Haskell. I like his show. He's one big son of a bitch. So I imagine he'd have to come down in weight, and you'd have to go up a little bit to even dream of that fight.
Well, look, I mean, I've spoken to two of my trainers that I'd like to bring on board should this become a reality. And obviously in terms of his height advantage, that is significant. And obviously, if he's prepared to be accommodating and have a fight and make it a spectacle and something that's got a large entertainment value, is to look at least no more than a 5 kilogram discrepancy between the two of us, and then it should be good entertainment, regardless of the outcome. It's, I think for the sport, for my reputation, for his reputation, I think it's got good value.
Well, I'll buy a ticket.
Yeah, you want an evenly matched fight, regardless of where it is.
Correct.
You want it to be fair and an evenly matched fight. And
now you were chatting to a fighter, and let's not name names, but you were chatting to someone, and you're joking with them, I think, and you mentioned to the fighter, I've got somebody lined up for you.
I was boxing this morning.
Yeah.
And one of the guys at the gym said, when are you going to give me a fight? You're going to sign me this year. He doesn't fight for EFC, but he's fought a lot before, been a professional MMA athlete for many years. I said, you're going to give me a fight this year? I said, I got a great fight for you. He says, who? I said, James Dalton. He goes, hell no, I'm not fighting that guy. He says, he gave me my first hiding when I was a youngster. So I said, perfect. You can have a grudge. We got history. And he was like, no, I'm not playing with him.
And believe me, folks, no one forgets their first time. No one.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but nonetheless, be it as it may.
Well, guys, I want to thank Cairo for coming in. Thanks, bud.
Awesome. Thank
really
you.
appreciate having you on my
Awesome.
show.
It's going to be an exciting
James,
year.
Yes,
you?
no, Kevin, thank you.
And for you,
As
just
always.
stay tuned. We're going to have another part
Thank
of the
you,
show.
Cairo.
It's going to be
Thank
the Money
you.
Boy and Mark Johane. I want to thank you guys again, hey? And all the best for the year.
Thank
and
you.
looking forward to seeing you in the octagon. James.
Yeah, thank you guys, and be blessed for the new year. May fortune favor the brave, and be a happy and healthy year for all of us.
What are you now, a Shaolin monk?
You know what? I'm trying to be a McGregor.